Did I ever tell you about the time we were in Melbourne? Compulsion had wound up and we were putting a new band together, and we found a name. Something like sitting in front of a fire under Michael Browning's office. We were in the bottom layer of the terrace house in Park Place, South Yarra. And somebody found a Bible and started hunting through the Bible and came up with this name, Hamel. They were a tribe in the Old Testament. Apparently, the Hamelites. I don't know, but we liked it. Anyway, we called ourselves Hamel. But in the back room was Max Wolfgram and Patricia. In this passageway, Paul Blakeney and Andrea. In the middle of the house, it was me by the fire. Sometimes Tim Piper would bunk down, whatever. In the front was Jack and Gay. I still to this day don't know how we managed to stay there rent-free. Anyway, one night in the heart of winter in Melbourne, it was freezing cold. Absolutely freezing cold. And it was the middle of the night. Would have been 11:30, 12 o'clock. And we were all bunked down. We had no power and we had no water, hot water. Where we were living, God knows how we survived. It was terrible, just horrific. Stupid would be a better quote. Anyway, the middle of the night, in the middle of winter, there's a hammering like hell on the front door like you wouldn't believe, in the passageway of this property of Michael Browning's. And it went on and on and on. And the louder it got, the more we freaked out. I think Karen Winchester was there somewhere. Anyway, eventually what happened was the police ramrodded the door with a great big metal thing they used to push doors down or smash doors down. So we were all in our beds in the dark, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, appeared something like 6 to 8 fully clad Melbourne police in their raincoats to the floor, looking like Gestapo, and about 5 torches waving around the venue in absolute darkness, shining torches in our faces and saying, "Who are you? Where are you from?" And it went on and on and on. It was scary. So we gave them the details that they wanted. Oh yes, Evan Silver, Oreki, New Zealand. I'm the singer for a band called Hamel now, but I used to be the singer for a band called Compulsion. And of course they went through everybody else, Max, Tricia, Paul, Andrea, Tim Piper, God knows, right? So they couldn't get anything on us, but we were convinced that somebody had dobbed us in for marijuana. And there was nothing there. There was no power on, and there was no hot water. So after about a 20-minute stash of this backwards and forwards and the police bullying us, they had to leave with no evidence. So off they went. We never said goodbye, and we never let them out. They left and closed the door. Within 15 minutes to 20 minutes, they were back. bashing the door in, and they came in and they said, Bruno Lawrence. Where's Bruno Lawrence? Well, pardon, what? Bruno Lawrence? Different era, sorry, bro. No, Bruno Lawrence, where is he? Well, he's not here. Of course, I didn't tell them that I'd turned up one day to my bedroom about 5 days or 6 days prior to find Bruno Lawrence asleep in my bed. I pulled back the covers in my big double wire-wove bed with a mattress, and there was Bruno asleep, and I said, get the hell out of my bed. So they were after Bruno. And of course we said, we have no connection with Bruno at all. Oh, they had all sorts of details and they were chasing him. And that was their opportune moment, I suppose. They left. We sat talking for ages, totally freaked out. Eventually went back to our beds and slept easy for the night. Oh my God. Those Melbourne police were heavy hitters. Another true story from Evan Silver. See you.